What do you see?
Right now, I can see your, what I call a personal angel standing right behind you, just behind your left shoulder. And right now, he's a pretty tall, broad-shouldered fella, and he has this, I guess you'd call it a broadsword that he's holding in his hand. And I'm not an expert in medieval weaponry, although I probably ought to be, given my profession, but I think the term is feathered, where it's the blade is thicker at the end, kind of gets thinner in the middle, and then is thicker again at the end. And I see him very, very carefully honing this blade. I can tell it's got also like interesting notches on the end of it. I see him honing this blade very, very carefully, and I can tell it's an intricate process, especially as he gets to these different notches and places that I imagine if I had to sharpen it, that it would be a difficult, sort of process. And he's kind of going from one side, turning it over, going to the other side. And on the flat of the blade, on one side, the word is emblazoned justice. On the other side is peace. Whenever I see these things now, and as I kind of learned how to derive what kind of purpose it is for him, especially when I see someone's personal angel, the question I always ask in my head is, Lord, how have you equipped this angel to serve the purposes that this person has in their life? And I know a little bit about you. I've watched some of your shows and a little bit of your background. The first thing that occurred to me when I saw that sword is it looked like it would be very difficult to balance. Like it seemed more weighted towards the front, which seems like it would be an advantage in the strength of swing speed and everything, but would make it very difficult to use. And even the shape of the edge and everything, I imagine, has particular use, but is something that would be very difficult to wield, even difficult to take care of. The impression I get as I see that is that you have had this gift of releasing justice and peace into all the different kinds of environments that you've been in over the years, and doing it with a great amount of strength, but a great amount of intentionality and wisdom. And that there's, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but there's, I imagine, a real sense of the precariousness or the difficulty of aiming correctly and aiming each stroke with wisdom and accuracy. And I just want to encourage you that, again, I feel like God has equipped you with an angel that is meant to serve that purpose and to continue to refine that gifting in your life.